Greetings, good people. Bald Head Hierophant here, coming on to give you Taurus's reading. So if you are Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, Taurus Rising, or you have a plethora of Taurus placements, pull up, come on in. You're welcomed here because there's going to be a message here for you, okay? So first and foremost, thank you to all of my OGs, all of my returnees, and all of my newbies, okay? And if this is your very first time watching me, welcome. I hope that you do choose to stay. Go back and watch a few of my other vids, okay? I believe that there could be some information available to you in older vids because readings are timeless, okay? So whenever you find it, it's something there for you, okay? Taurus, listen, I got a message for us and it felt good. It felt deserving. It felt... And I say us because I'm a Taurus, so I love when I get to do Taurus's readings because it's very easy for me to tap the energy of a sign that I have a plethora of in my chart. And Taurus and Scorpio is all through your girl's chart, okay? So I'm able to see from both extremes of Taurus because, you know, we sit on that axis with Scorpio. So I can go to the far left and look to the right. And I can go to the far right and look to the left, okay? So no better person to get a reading from than me, okay? Especially for Tauruses and Scorpios, okay? So I just got a good energy. Now I will say this, because I kept seeing the word. At first I thought I was seeing the word true. And because it was blurry, you know, for those of you that get downloads, you get your channelings, you know, sometimes you got to sit with it before it fully appears. But it wasn't the word true. It was the word truce. So, okay, I was like, okay, truce. You know, is somebody coming in to apologize? Am I going to be made to apologize? I don't know. So that's why we're here, because that word truce, it's something in behind that, and we just got to see. We just got to see. So without further ado, let's go ahead and call in the spirit of love, the spirit of life, the spirit of light, the spirit of wholeness, the sweet spirit of love, honesty, the sweet spirit of relevancy. Thank you for using me as a trusted and a true vessel to bring about a message that is relevant for the collective of Taurus that will soon be here to view this reading. Taurus, I got a feeling that somebody's coming back in to apologize to you. They hurt you or they messed up with you somehow. This is how they view you. I believe that, well, this card is saying a few things. I'm going to pull more, but I believe this is how they view you. And I also believe that this may be what they're going through. They're going through an alchemical change. They're going through understanding who they are. I think that you probably have already done this, so they see you as the magician, okay? They probably also view you as like a lucky charm, okay? Like they want to touch you. They want to be around you. They see you as Empress energy. They see you as probably the Queen of Pentacles, like somebody who's very nurturing. But let's see why they need to, why truce came up, because I feel like this might be someone from the past that messed up, or someone from the past. Spirit said, take that. God of Cups. I knew it. It's somebody that wants to come in and make some type of, they want to share the cup. I mean, this is the God, okay? This is somebody who, I bet you when he, okay, so listen, it's coming, and it's just 2 cards in, Lord. For this to be the God, they're in their elevated version. And I said that this is, they're probably going through their alchemical change, and they are understanding who they are. You probably got them or had access to them, or y'all messed around, or whatever the case may be. There was a situationship probably back when he was the Prince of Cups. He was childish. He had many women, okay? He had many options, okay? So even though you became one of his options, he mistreated you. He fumbled. He fumbled. I fumbled your heart. Who's that, Trey Songz? He fumbled. But now that he's elevating in himself, he's ready to come back. He's ready to come back. Okay, so let's keep going. Show me more. Show me clearly. Oh. That's the 7 of Swords. That's the 7 of Swords. I don't know. So this is saying two things, and of course I'm gonna pull more cards, but this is either saying that there was some type of deceit or hidden dishonor in the past, and that's why you stop fucking with his ass. Or he may still be moving in this, because even though he's growing within himself and he understands his God-like self, that might be moving him to be even more cocky. I don't know. We're going to have to pull more cards and see, but I'm going to have to see. Let's just see. Let's keep going. Show me more. Show me clearly. So, because this is the Eight of Swords. Okay, so I know for a fact that, okay, listen. This is how he had you feeling, because this is what he did in the past. So I don't know if he's still in that. I don't know if he's still moving in that snake energy, in that deceitful energy, in that cheating energy, in that gigolo energy. But when he was, this is what it did to you, okay? Caused you a whole lot of self-doubt, self-sabotaging. He had you feeling like something was wrong with you. He had you feeling like you wasn't enough. And that's probably what prompted you to become the magician. That's probably that pain. This pushed you to this. The pain, the agony, pushed you into your power. Now, when women come to me for readings and sessions, I always say, don't go back to the very thing that caused you to lose your power. That's just like a junkie going back to the same alley where all the dope dealers stay. Why would you go back to the person, the place, and the things that caused you your weakness? Okay? Don't do it. But I'm not here to tell somebody what to do, what not to do. I say follow your heart. I will say that. I'll just say follow your heart, because people do change. There was a time when I didn't believe that. There was a time that I believe people changed, but I've grown. Okay, this is actually me for real. So I do understand that people can change, even men. Even men. So let's just keep going. Let's see. I will say now, I believe I'm understanding why the word truce came through. So somebody wants to come through and fix this. They don't even see you in this no more. They see you in this energy, and I got a feeling they also see you as an empress energy now. Like they want to come and touch the hem of your garment. It's almost like they want to be in your frequency. I bet you they're watching your social media. Or somehow they're staying connected to you. They know that they put you in this, but they know that you're no longer in this. That's why now that they've tapped into their higher self, a higher power, or they've mastered a version of themselves that they know you would like, that they know you would appreciate, and they're trying to make their way back. So let's keep going. Let's keep going. Show me more and show me clearly for the collective of Taurus. Ashe. If you're liking what you're hearing so far, give me a like. Okay, so the Goddess of Wands. You're very powerful, of course. I believe that you were very seductive, and that's probably what pulled him in anyway. Very Bastet type energy, okay? Duh. Very seductive, very submissive. Not because he deserved it, but because that's just who you are when you are into somebody. And I got a feeling he probably took advantage of that. Probably thinking she's never going to go anywhere. Probably feeling like, I got her in the palm of my hand. She might treat them other men like that, but I know I got her. She ain't going nowhere. But you did. You left him. You left him and you called your power back, okay? Matter of fact, you stopped fooling with him. And you went from... okay, so I'm seeing the progression. You went from this to this to this. You called your power back. I believe that I'm talking to someone who invested in voodoo, knowledge of this. You may have invested in witchcraft, okay? You may have become a Wiccan. You may have dedicated or devoted yourself to some type of spiritual path that was uplifting for the divine feminine, okay? That's what I'm seeing, Taurus. I believe that you probably were already that, but you dropped your energy down. because of this. There's no way you can stay in your power when you begin to feel this way. This is guilt, anguish. Oh my God. And you keep playing situations and scenarios in your head over and over and over, making it worse, okay? But as soon as you got yourself loose from this, you immediately tapped this. So it wasn't long either. It wasn't long. Like, you may have stayed in this a while, but the transition, like once you transcended this, you immediately became this. It doesn't feel like you was this and then there was a void, like an in-between time. You went from this to this, like that. No cap. Show me more. Listen, while you were here, this is the energy that was fixing you. You took this time to do this. You took this energy right here, and while you were there, you went into hermit mode in the pain. Because that's what pain does to us anyway. Before it promotes us and prompts us into our power, it puts us in a place of isolation, because you got to know which way to go. You've been blindfolded, and aka hurt so long, blinded by the pain of hurt so long, that when you finally got this off your eyes, you didn't know where to go. You was just kind of readjusting to everything, okay? So while you were there, it's almost like you merged with this energy. Some self-awareness came to place. Some self-expression, some self-acceptance. Some of y'all even may have gotten deep into Psalms. I'm really feeling witchcraft, moon worship, divine feminine energy paths were laid, okay? You tapped a power, an ancient sacred power that was within you, which is, let me say this, sidebar. A lot of times we will go through situations not knowing that the universe or our ancestors or our deities or God, creator, infinite intelligence, whatever you call higher force, will put us specifically and directly in certain situations like this, just so we can tap the original thing that we needed to tap anyway. But sometimes it has to use a person that hurts us, or a situation that hurts us, or a job that fires us and causes our ego to deflate. You know, that's how the universe works. So I believe, because this is what I got as soon as I saw that Hermit card, I believe this had to happen so you could get to this that ultimately led to that, and now you're this. So it's almost like he was just a pawn in a bigger scheme of things, right? Nevertheless, he wants to come back regardless. He wants to come back. He's very strong in his emotions. I believe that when y'all do meet back up, he may have already entered into your electromagnetic field. For some of y'all, he's already back. And for some of y'all, he's in the process. Either way, he's coming strong. He's going to be very emotional, and he's going to be very gung-ho. I don't think that he's going to take no for an answer, because he now knows that he dropped the ball when he dropped you. He knows that he fumbled your heart. He knows that losing you, but I don't think he had to go through his growing in order to even realize that. So it really wasn't no way around. However, my little balls keep hitting. I hope that's not too loud. There really wasn't a way around that happening. It's almost like this needed to happen so you could level up to who you really were meant to be. All right. Show me more. Show me clearly. Okay. That's you. That is you. This is, it's like you had to become divine all over again and on another level. Because like I said, I feel like I'm talking to people who are already very in alignment with themselves as much as you could be back then. You know, we're constantly and consistently growing. But whoever you were back then, you were already the shit in yourself, right? This came along and happened. They dropped you. Okay, you took the time out to go, you know, you went into hermit mode. And this is you now. And I don't think anybody coming through to try to share a cup with you is disturbing you. It's almost like you're saying, don't disturb my peace. I'm not going to let you disturb my peace. Even though, and I want you to see how, this is funny. You see his cup. He trying to hand it to you. He wants you to take that cup bad. Right now, I think that he's just manifesting you. For some of y'all, he might be physically back in your world. But what I'm seeing more than anything is that first, for those who have not physically ran back in contact with this person, I believe that they are just, they understand their power. So they know that they are very godly. They understand, you know, the power of manifestation, the power of, you know, calling in what you want, law of attraction. So you may be having dreams of him, and in the dream, he's super nice. He's everything that you wanted him to be back in the day. You might have had dreams of y'all being married, y'all being happy in a relationship. That's him over there, remote viewing. That's him over there. Yes, doing all the things that a God type man who's aware of his powers. That's what he's over there doing. So in your dream state, in your yoga mindful moments, in your meditation, even in prayer, you might just feel this invasive energy that is indicative of him. And that's it. That's what it looked like right there. You right in the middle of doing your yoga, and then be like, why do I feel his energy? Because that's him like, I'm going to get you back. I want you back. I deserve you. You need to know I've changed. Give me a chance. And he's projecting all of that energy over into that dream, because that's how you view him in the dream is how he wants you to see him. How you're viewing him, however you're getting the image or the feeling his energy, that's how he wants you to see him now. He doesn't want you to view him as the person that caused you this, okay? Let's keep going. If you liking what you're hearing so far, give me the thumbs up. Show me more. Listen. Listen. Okay. The God of Pentacles. This man is really playing. Listen. So he's ready to be your provider. He's ready to offer you emotional fulfillment. He's ready to be your protector. Everything that you wanted him to do and be. Spirit is saying something. Hold on. Let me get it. Give it to me, Spirit. Everything. Okay. Whew, it's a lot. It's coming through, y'all. It's coming through. Okay. Woosah. Everything that you wanted him to be back then, he couldn't be. He was not even mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. No, none of them leaves. He was not even prepared to be that. However, it seems like you were more mature than him. Even if he was older than you, you may have been the more mature soul, the more elevated soul back then, and you were too much for him. This is what you wanted from him back then, but he was incapable of giving that to you. So what do people do, mostly men, when they can't give a woman what she deserves and needs? They go on out and start playing with lower level women who would just accept them right where they're at. And that's what he did, okay? Now, I'm not condoning what he did. I'm giving you information on why he did that. Now, let's bring it up to the present speed. This is who he is now. This is him now, and he's ready to share his cup, his material gain, his wisdom. If I tell you what, if that God of Wands comes out, that means that man is ready to promise the penis to you and only you. But right now, he's ready to have a very in-depth emotional connection with you. And he's willing to take you out. He's willing to be very romantic. He's willing to be generous and spend and show you what he could not have shown you back then, because it was just impossible. He just didn't even know this version of himself existed, okay? Okay, so let's keep going. Show me more, show me clearly. The Chariot, swing low, sweet Chariot. He coming for you. He's using all his might, all his will to will you into his existence. Now, for some, again, you've already linked back up with him. But for others, he's guiding the Chariot to you. He's trying to get to you. He is trying to get to you. I think for those of you who have not had this experience with this man yet, it's because he's being strategic. He's being very strategic. And again, he's very aware of who he is now. So he knows the power of his own will, the power of his own tongue. So, and he know he's been watching you. Remember that. So he knows that you are fully in your power. So he know he's got to come correct. He knows he's got to come correct. He could be a Cancer, possibly, because the Chariot represents Cancer. But I also like to bring in the fact of the opposites of the sign that sits on the axis. So he could also be a Capricorn. He could be a Capricorn sun with a moon in Cancer, or he could be a moon Cancer with a Capricorn sun. That's how I view these cards when, you know, the cards that are connected to zodiac signs, okay? And the only other is Magician. And to me, that's a representation of all of the elevated signs, okay? This to me, some people say this is Gemini. To me, it's not just Gemini. It's every elevated sign who's aware of their alchemy, okay? But this Chariot is definitely Cancer, Capricorn, Capricorn, Cancer, the way I read it, okay? And it proves itself to be very accurate in my readings, okay? All right, show me more and show me clearly. But yes, this person is, and they may have just gotten a new car too. They may have just gotten a new car, or for some reason I feel like they've seen you in passing, but you didn't see them. They've seen you. They've seen you out, but you had no clue it was them. But they've seen you, and maybe they have a new car, so you are unaware who they were. You might have been parked right beside them in traffic, and because they don't have the same car that they used to have when you were with them, they was able to they was right up on you, watching you, and you didn't even know it. That's funny. Ain't it crazy how stuff like that can really happen? I hope you was looking your best. That's why you should never leave out of the house looking a mess, because you don't never know when stuff like this could be your truth. Always look good. All right, show me more and show me clearly. I'm keeping every last one of them. So we have the Daughter of Wands. You don't want to give your power away. I feel like somebody is saying, yeah, he's probably everything I want now, but getting back with him could possibly trigger this. And I want to stay in this. I believe that tapping back into your, I'm going to address these. Give me just a second. Because some of you, it took a lot out of you to call your power back. And when you finally did, you said, I will never relinquish my power, my love, my body over to any man ever again. Some of y'all are that dead set on that. So you'll hang out, you'll have fun, but when it comes to something serious, you're like, no, I'm good. I want to stay in my power. And there's nothing wrong with that, because see, I believe that heartbreak really took a toll on you. Okay? This heartbreak that you endured from him, no matter how long ago it was, took a toll on you. But remember earlier when I said that you stayed in this for a minute, but once you got out of this, once you unwrapped yourself and you took them swords, you started chop suey. You started cutting away from, you begin to reinvent yourself. And you're not going to allow anything or anyone to ever make you feel like you got to overextend to prove to them. Because see, this love that you had for him caused you a lot of burden. He didn't feel the burden. You did. It caused you a lot of stress, love in your heart space, stress, hassle in your heart space. Because this happened with somebody that you wanted. I think you dated his potential, or you craved his potential, because I don't think he proved himself to be this, because he wasn't this. So I feel like you were mad at yourself too for wanting someone who wasn't even up to par. But Tauruses, we see people's potential and we fall in love with that. We see the opportunity and the possibility in a person. But if they don't see that in themselves and they don't walk toward that every day, then they're going to be just big ass disappointments. Okay? And I learned a long time ago that expectations are premeditated disappointments, but that doesn't stop us from still staying in situations and staying around people too long. But I believe that he showed you early that he had snakes on him. Okay. And these snakes could have been representative of other women, or old dark demons that he just refused to deal with. I think you took on, you overextended yourself and took on his burdens, his weight, thinking that was going to prove to him that you're the one, when in our reality, he already knew that he didn't deserve you back then anyway. So everything that you was doing to make him see you really was making him run further away, because in his mind, I'm telling you what he was thinking: I'm not even good enough for her. But he is now, or at least he thinks he is. But I don't think you're going. I think you see him. I think you will respect his growth. I think you will respect his alchemy. But I based on the cards, I don't see you going back. I don't see you even giving him the time of the day to even really take you out, to be honest. Let me pull a few more cards. Show me more and show me clearly. Yeah, I think you love your power. See, you not only called your power back that he drained from you, you called in some more. You called in, listen, you did a galactic scream to the ethos. You didn't just have your mama and them come through and nurture you, or your sisters, or your good girlfriends. Them angels came down. You called on the team. They was like, up, our girl down there in need. We got to get down now and heal her. and they did. And they did. They absolutely did. And I think that you're not willing to risk that for someone that originally and initially made you feel depleted and empty anyway. And listen, Sister Queen, I ain't mad at you. Let's see what these cards. I'm only going to pull two more. Show me clearly, Spirit. Show me clearly. That's too many. That's too many. That's too many. Show me clearly. Just one at a time. One at a time. One at a time. Uh-oh. Spirit might be saying that's enough. I may have already said enough. I'll go one more good shuffle. One more good shuffle. Show me more if there's more. Daughter of Cups. So listen. You are ready to share who you are with someone, but it just ain't him. I believe that you are ready. Matter of fact, I believe that there is someone in your immediate circle. You either work with them, they may live in the same neighborhood, they may go to the gym that you go to. Somehow they're already in your immediate electromagnetic field. that you got your eye on, somebody that has been around you all this time. Okay, Daughter of Cups. It's almost like I'm hearing you say, if and when I get out there, I want something young and new, or young and fresh. You don't want that old thing back, right? You don't want that. That's not the energy in. You don't want that old thing back, even if it is elevated and full of mastery, and you don't want that. Like, you're proud of whoever has grown into themselves, but that ain't where you at. You want something new. And I also feel like, see, when I see this card, it makes me feel like you want something that makes you feel young and youthful and excited. You want something that makes you feel like, oh, like going back to somebody old, you gonna always have that eye on. I'm like, I guess, right? But somebody new and somebody youthful. Because, see, you might even want somebody that's a little younger than you. Or maybe they're not younger at you. Maybe they're not younger than you. Maybe they're just young at heart, okay? But I feel like this could be somebody that's already in your very close-knit surroundings. I heard the song, Whoever Thought. Whoever. I feel like that it's going, like whomever this person could be, Daughter of Cups, that you are shocked that it could be, is going to be like, you want me? Like, for real, you want me? They're going to be shocked that you want them. Yeah, I'm going to end with this card because I feel like this is the best card to end this reading with, the Star card. Taurus, one thing I know about us is we some old praying, wishing, hoping, manifesting as spiritual beings. And when we say what we want and we believe it wholeheartedly, and we are vibrationally diligent to that which we say, we get exactly what we want. As long as we don't waver, as long as we don't go back to something that's trying to tantalize us, as long as we don't fall in love with potential, as long as we don't accept things that are beneath us or that are not our equal. If we stay in alignment with what we say we want, we get that. And that's, I'm talking to somebody who, you know this. You said, I ain't playing with him. I want what I want. I have already written in the stars the type of man that I want. I've already written in the stars what he's going to do, what he's going to be, how he's going to smell, how he's going to treat me. You're like, listen, that's what this was all about. You were not just fixing you. You were fixing you and manifesting your equal while you were in this energy. So even though this person or that person who wants to come back, or, you know, is trying to come back, even though they are in their elevated version, there's still no match for you. And I believe that that's the irony. He should have caught you back when you was young and full of loving people for who they were. Loving people for the potential that you saw in them, because that's not who you are anymore. You want what you want, and you've shot so many rockets of desires into the ethers that the only thing that is even going to satisfy you is exactly getting exactly what you want. It's like you said, you told the universe you got 10 things that you want this person to do. They got to be able to do all 10. You're not even willing to accept someone that does 9. You know what you deserve because you know what you've put into yourself. So you know what they're going to get out of you. And you are not settling for anyone that can't give you what you're willing to give them. I ain't mad at you, Taurus. Okay, well, listen, I conclude this reading. And look at what's on the bottom of the deck. Ace of Cups. I love that for you, for us. Because new love is on the way. Again, for some of y'all, it's already in your immediate surrounding. And for others, listen, God is dropping off a new batch of men. Okay, for real. So for real, you stay in the art of allowing and the art of receiving this new love, and it's coming because it's just time. Okay, Ace of Cups, new emotional experiences, new sensual pleasure, new romance. Okay, new people that you can trust and talk to. Okay, so all of these good things, no good thing will be held from you, Taurus. Okay, thank you so much for watching this in its entirety. Peace.